With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run with Allen. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second and 6, Mahomes. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Throw. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Too, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rice. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn to it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's Allen. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones, 83 yards, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And here to the 43. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy in the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Mahomes will bring him out 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yellow. 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and now it's third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On first down, Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
6, 43, 15. Hey, let's go, baby. Hey, 50.
Mahomes now on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. He's got a first down past the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much they're... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Another try after the first down sack. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yellow, on the line. Tie it right.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back 9. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. Allen has it, left side. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 31 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short boot, taken at the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win. Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, second down. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also. Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On second down now, it's Allen, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Mahomes going to throw, and Allen's got it. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Yellow. I've got one way. Hey, 57 colors.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
On second down, it's Allen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. from the right hash here. Should be an easy one. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. I got one lady.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with time running out. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they